Hi folks, back out at Minto again today, and as you can see here, I'm at Minto Golf Club. Now the reason I'm here is I've been asked by several people how do I get to the ancient graveyard and the place where the ancient kirk was. So I'm going to show how to get there, and I'm also going to refilm the graveyard as well. So there's the golf club there, and you come down here and you'll find a pathway here, and this is where we're heading. So there's where I was a second ago, and you've got a choice here. You can either go down there and into the graveyard part itself, or through here, which is where we're going. If you spot just there, you'll find the fencing just there under the trees. Now, my last video of this place, I had been given some wrong information. I had been told that this here was where the kirk was. I've since then I've been up here with family and shown them the place, and I've been told that I'm totally wrong, and whoever told me was totally wrong, and the person that told me and showed me was the actual current landowner. And one of the things he said to me was that the amount of videos he's seen of people coming around this place and they give out the totally wrong information. So I had thought in the first video I'd done of this place that this was where the kirk stood, and boy was I wrong. This was the reason for the trees all being squared off and boxed off, like I've learned, is I had originally thought it was rooms, and they'd basically put the trees up when they took the kirk down and take the stone away, and the rooms, the trees were to sort of keep a line of where the rooms were. It's wrong. This was all separate parts of garden. And one would be a scented garden, one would be a rose garden, one would be a herb garden, all sorts. And this, unlike I thought, I'd actually thought, and I said it in the first video around here, that I thought this was pieces of stone from the ancient kirk. Wrong. This was actually put there as a seat for Lord and Lady Minto to be able to come and sit out here and enjoy the view, looking back at the scented garden and the Minto house. So here we go. And the carvings, which I'd obviously thought were part of the kirk, no, they're actually part of the seat. And these here were confirmed, or helped to confirm what I had been told about it being part of the kirk. I thought it was bits of stone that had been left for the kirk. They aim in this step down here, which obviously I'm wrong. And if you go onto the previous video I made on my walk around Minto showing you where everything is, you'll see me walking into the squared bits thinking they were rooms. The original kirk is down this way. These trees here, the orchard, was planted some 30 odd years ago by the current owner of this land. Right, just coming around the corner into the graveyard, or what I thought was the graveyard. Gravestains there are originally in place on top of graves. These ones here, I thought these were originally placed, and well, no. There was seemingly an archaeological dig in the 1980s where a lot of these stones were uncovered, and they were brought in here by the archaeological team, and we're standing right now in what used to be part of the church, and the church used to be in this square here. So we're actually stood in what used to be the original Kirkyard, Minto, and the surrounding areas there, there, there's one behind, two behind, three behind, so the graveyard itself is actually behind. Okay, and that makes this make an awful lot more sense. The jowls were normally, the ones I've seen, they're always attached to the kirk, and I never thought about it. Never thought about it the last time I was here, but it makes sense now. You're punished, you're attached to the kirk somehow. I'll come in here and show these. Now this I've learnt was the man with the book in his hand, and the same with the woman in the book in her hand. It shows them to be religious people. This one's showing his trade below, the trade of a blacksmith. And this stone here, which I absolutely love, getting swallowed up by the tree. This ancient yew tree, absolutely stunning. So here we go. There's the stains I've just shown you in there. This tree here is reputed to be the oldest yew tree in this area, in the Scottish borders, and legend says it's about 1,000 years old, and it's an amazingly beautiful tree, as you've just seen for the inside there. Anyway, just a wee short video to correct some information that I had been told wrong before I made my previous video. So for those that have asked me, where is this place, hopefully you can now find it. I've shown you where it is from the golf club. Anyway, I thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll catch you on the next video. Thanks now, bye.